Hello, and welcome to our channel English Podcast. I am Sarah.
And I am Mike.
We're really excited about today's episode. On our show, we help you learn practical English for everyday conversations.
That's right. And if you're enjoying our podcast, please subscribe and give us a like. It helps us a lot.
We really appreciate your support. So, Mike, what's our topic for today?
Today we're talking about habits, how to describe them, talk about them, and discuss changing them.
This is such a useful topic. Everyone has habits, both good and bad.
Exactly. And being able to talk about habits in English will help you in so many conversations.
So, let's start with a simple question. Mike, what's a good habit you have?
That's a good question. I think one of my good habits is that I drink a lot of water every day. I always carry a water bottle with me.
That's a great habit. Staying hydrated is so important for health.
What about you, Sarah? What's a good habit you have?
I make my bed every single morning. I never leave the house without making my bed first.
Wow, every single morning? That's impressive.
It only takes a couple of minutes, and it makes me feel organized for the day.
I should try that. So we're already using some important language here. We can say I always or I never to talk about habits.
Right. These words tell us how often we do something. Let's talk about frequency words.
Great idea. Frequency words are really important when discussing habits.
The main ones are always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never.
Always means 100% of the time, every single time without exception.
For example, I always brush my teeth before bed. That means every night, no exceptions.
Usually means most of the time, maybe 90%.
I usually have coffee in the morning. Most days I do, but maybe not every day.
Often means frequently, maybe 70 or 80% of the time.
I often go for walks on weekends. It happens a lot, but not always.
Sometimes is right in the middle, maybe 50%.
I sometimes eat dessert after dinner. It depends on the day.
Rarely means almost never, maybe 10 or 20%.
I rarely eat fast food. It happens occasionally, but not much.
And never means 0%, absolutely not at all.
I never smoke, not even once.
These frequency words usually go before the main verb in a sentence.
Right. I always drink water, or I never skip breakfast.
But with the verb to be, they go after it.
I am always on time, or he is never late.
Good point. Now let's talk about different types of habits.
Yes, habits can be healthy habits, unhealthy habits, daily habits, or just personal habits.
Let's start with healthy habits. What are some common healthy habits?
Exercising regularly is a healthy habit. I try to exercise at least 3 times a week.
That's good. I go to the gym 4 times a week. It's become a habit for me.
Eating vegetables with every meal is another healthy habit.
Getting enough sleep is crucial. I try to sleep 7 to 8 hours every night.
Drinking water throughout the day, like you mentioned earlier.
Taking vitamins or supplements can be a healthy habit.
Walking instead of driving when possible.
These are all great examples. Now, what about unhealthy habits?
Well, unhealthy habits are things we do that aren't good for us.
Eating too much sugar or junk food is a common unhealthy habit.
Staying up too late and not getting enough sleep.
Spending too much time on your phone or computer.
That's a big one nowadays. I'm guilty of that sometimes.
Me too. I sometimes scroll through social media for hours without realizing it.
Skipping meals is unhealthy. Some people skip breakfast all the time.
Drinking too much coffee or energy drinks.
Not drinking enough water during the day.
Smoking or drinking too much alcohol are obviously unhealthy habits.
sitting all day without moving or stretching.
These habits can really affect our health over time.
Now let's talk about how to describe when we started a habit.
Good idea. We can use different phrases for this.
We can say, I've been doing this for, followed by a time period.
I've been exercising for 2 years.
Or we can say, I started this habit with a time in the past.
I started meditating last year.
We can also say, I've had this habit since, followed by a specific point in time.
I've had the habit of reading before bed since I was a child.
These phrases help us explain the history of our habits.
Let's practice with some examples. Sarah, when did you start making your bed every morning?
I've been making my bed every morning for about 5 years. I started this habit when I moved into my own apartment.
That's a good story. When did you start drinking lots of water?
I started this habit about 3 years ago when my doctor told me I was dehydrated. So it was a conscious decision to improve your health.
Exactly. Now let's talk about breaking bad habits.
This is important because many people want to change their unhealthy habits.
We can say, I'm trying to quit or I'm trying to stop for habits we want to end.
For example, I'm trying to quit eating so much chocolate.
Or I'm trying to stop staying up so late.
I'm trying to cut down on something.
That means reducing but not completely stopping. I'm trying to cut down on coffee.
I'm trying to cut down on screen time before bed.
Another phrase is, I'm working on changing a habit.
I'm working on being more patient.
These phrases show that changing habits is a process, not instant.
Right. It takes time and effort to break a bad habit.
Scientists say it takes about 21 days to form a new habit.
Some research says it can take longer, up to 66 days on average.
The important thing is to be consistent and patient with yourself.
Now let's discuss building good habits.
We can say, I'm trying to develop or I'm trying to build a new habit.
I'm trying to develop the habit of journaling every night.
I'm trying to build the habit of stretching every morning.
We can also say, I'm starting to do something regularly.
I'm starting to cook at home more often instead of eating out.
Or, I want to get into the habit of doing something.
I want to get into the habit of waking up earlier.
These phrases express our intentions to create positive changes.
Let's talk about some common daily habits that people have.
Sure. Many people have a morning coffee habit. They can't start their day without coffee.
That's me. I'm definitely a coffee person. It's part of my morning routine.
Some people have the habit of checking their phone first thing in the morning.
I used to do that, but I'm trying to break that habit. It's not healthy.
Good for you. What are you doing instead?
I'm trying to drink a glass of water first and do some light stretching.
That's much better. Another common habit is listening to music during commutes.
I always listen to podcasts on my way to work.
Some people have the habit of taking a walk after dinner.
My parents do that. They walk around the neighborhood every evening.
It's a great habit for digestion and relaxation.
Some people read before bed as a habit.
I do that. I read for at least 20 minutes every night.
Reading helps you wind down and sleep better.
Let's discuss habits related to work or productivity.
Okay. Some people have the habit of making a to-do list every morning.
I do that. I write down everything I need to accomplish that day.
It helps you stay organized and focused.
Some people have the habit of checking email first thing at work.
I try not to do that immediately. I prefer to work on important tasks first.
That's smart. Email can be distracting.
Taking regular breaks is a good productivity habit.
Yes, I take a 5-minute break every hour to stretch and rest my eyes.
Some people have the habit of working late into the night.
That can be an unhealthy habit if it affects your sleep.
True, work-life balance is important.
Now let's talk about social habits.
Good idea.
Some people have the habit of calling their parents every week.
I call my mom every Sunday. It's become a regular thing.
That's sweet. Family connections are important.
Some people have the habit of meeting friends for coffee regularly.
I meet my college friends for lunch once a month. It's our habit.
Staying connected with friends is valuable.
Some people are in the habit of texting immediately when they receive a message.
And others have the habit of taking a while to respond.
I'm sometimes slow to respond. I should work on that.
Let's discuss eating habits because everyone has them.
Definitely. Some people have the habit of eating 3 meals a day at regular times.
I do that. I eat breakfast at 7, lunch at noon, and dinner at 6:30.
Very structured. I'm not as consistent with meal times.
Some people have the habit of snacking between meals.
I used to snack a lot, but I'm trying to cut down.
What kinds of snacks did you eat?
Chips, cookies, candy, not healthy stuff. Now I try to eat fruit or nuts if I'm hungry.
That's a positive change. Some people have the habit of eating while watching TV.
I sometimes do that. It's easy to overeat when you're distracted.
Mindful eating is better, paying attention to your food.
Some people have the habit of drinking soda or juice with every meal.
I stopped that habit last year. Now I mostly drink water.
Good choice. Let's talk about exercise habits.
Sure. Some people have the habit of going to the gym before work.
I admire those people. I'm not a morning exerciser.
When do you prefer to exercise?
I usually go to the gym after work, around 6 or 7 in the evening.
Some people have the habit of running or jogging regularly.
My neighbor runs every single morning at 6 a.m., rain or shine.
That's dedication. Some people have the habit of doing yoga.
I tried to start that habit, but I couldn't stick with it.
It's hard to maintain new habits sometimes. You need motivation.
Some people have the habit of watching sports on TV every weekend.
My brother does that. Football season means Sunday is always sports day.
Let's discuss sleep habits.
Sleep habits are so important for health. Some people go to bed at the same time every night.
I try to do that. I aim for 10:30 on weeknights.
Consistency helps your body's internal clock.
Some people have the habit of scrolling their phone in bed.
That's a bad habit. The blue light affects sleep quality.
I know, but I'm guilty of it sometimes.
Some people need complete darkness to sleep, so they have the habit of using blackout curtains.
Some people have the habit of napping during the day.
Power naps can be refreshing if they're short.
I rarely nap. If I nap during the day, I can't sleep at night.
Everyone is different. Now let's talk about financial habits.
Money habits are really important. Some people have the habit of saving money every month.
I automatically transfer money to savings on payday. It's a good habit I developed.
That's smart. Paying yourself first is great advice.
Some people have the habit of tracking every expense.
I should do that. I sometimes don't know where my money goes.
There are apps that make it easier now.
Some people have the habit of impulse buying things they don't need.
Online shopping makes that habit worse. It's so easy to buy things.
I'm trying to break that habit. I now wait 24 hours before buying non-essential items.
That's a smart strategy. It gives you time to think.
Some people have the habit of using credit cards for everything.
That can be dangerous if you don't pay them off.
Let's talk about how habits affect our lives.
Habits shape who we are. They say you are the sum of your daily habits.
That's true. Small habits repeated over time create big results.
Good habits lead to success, health, and happiness.
Bad habits can hold us back from reaching our goals.
But the good news is that habits can be changed.
It requires awareness, effort, and consistency.
The first step is recognizing which habits you want to change.
Then you need a plan and commitment to stick with it.
Let's give some tips for changing habits.
Great idea. First tip, start small. Don't try to change everything at once.
Right. If you want to exercise more, start with 10 minutes a day, not 2 hours.
Second tip, replace bad habits with good ones, instead of just stopping.
If you want to stop eating junk food, replace it with healthy snacks.
Third tip, track your progress. Write it down or use an app.
Seeing your progress motivates you to continue.
Fourth tip, tell someone about your goal. Accountability helps.
When others know, you're more likely to follow through.
Fifth tip, be patient and forgive yourself if you slip up.
Changing habits is hard. One mistake doesn't mean failure.
Just get back on track the next day.
These tips really work if you apply them consistently.
Now let's do a quick vocabulary review of important words we've used today.
Perfect. Let's focus on 5 key words about habits.
First word, habit. Everyone repeat, habit.
A habit is something you do regularly, often without thinking about it.
Example, I have a habit of biting my nails when I'm nervous.
Or, reading before bed is a good habit.
Habits can be good or bad, and they're formed through repetition.
Second word, routine. Repeat, routine.
Routine is a series of actions you do regularly in the same order.
Example, my morning routine includes coffee, shower, and breakfast.
Routines are made up of multiple habits working together.
Third word, consistent. Repeat, consistent.
Consistent means doing something regularly without changing.
Example, you need to be consistent if you want to form a new habit.
Or, I'm not very consistent with my exercise schedule.
Consistency is key to building habits.
Fourth word, quit. Repeat, quit.
Quit means to stop doing something completely.
Example, I quit smoking 2 years ago.
Or, I'm trying to quit drinking soda.
Quitting bad habits improves your life.
Fifth word, develop. Repeat, develop.
Develop means to gradually create or build something over time.
Example, I want to develop better eating habits.
Or, she developed a reading habit in college.
You develop good habits through practice and repetition.
Let's repeat all 5. Habit, a regular behavior. Routine, a series of regular actions. Consistent, regular and unchanging. Quit, to stop completely. Develop, to build over time.
These words are essential for talking about habits in English.
Now let's do a quick summary of everything we've discussed today.
Great! Today we learned how to talk about habits in English.
We learned about frequency words: always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never.
These words help us describe how often we do things.
We discussed different types of habits, healthy and unhealthy ones.
We talked about daily habits, work habits, social habits, eating habits, and sleep habits.
We learned phrases for starting habits, like, I've been doing this for, and I started this habit.
We learned phrases for breaking bad habits, like, I'm trying to quit, and I'm trying to cut down on.
And phrases for building good habits, like, I'm trying to develop, or I want to get into the habit of.
We discussed why habits are important and how they shape our lives.
And we shared tips for changing habits successfully.
Remember, changing habits takes time, patience, and consistency.
Now it's time for our question of the day.
Today's question is, what is one habit you want to develop or change?
Let me answer first. I want to develop the habit of reading more books. I used to read a lot, but I've gotten out of the habit.
That's a great goal. I want to change my habit of checking my phone too much. I spend too much time on social media.
Those are both common goals. So, listeners, think about your habits.
What's one habit you want to start or one habit you want to stop?
Please share in the comments. Write something like, I want to develop the habit of exercising every day.
Or, I want to quit the habit of eating late at night.
We would love to hear from you. Sharing your goals makes you more accountable.
Before we finish, thank you so much for listening to our podcast today.
We hope you learned useful English for talking about habits.
Remember that small changes in your habits can lead to big improvements in your life.
Start with one small habit and build from there.
Keep practicing your English a little bit every day. Make it a habit.
Listening to podcasts like ours can become a great learning habit.
We'll be back next time with another practical English topic.
Subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.
From all of us at English Podcast, keep practicing and stay motivated.
Thank you for joining us today.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time.